I want to talk about the first time when I realized how much limited is this modern medical system. It was around 2017 and I was already deep in physical fitness, bodybuilding, and taking care of my body pretty well. Although I didn't have deeper knowledge of nutrition at that point, but I used to do a lot of hit and trial on myself. Like I was my own guinea pig. So my fitness journey started back in 2009, and until 2016-17 I had experimented a lot of different diets, low carb diet, no fat diet, only fruit diet, fasting, and I used to consume a lot of caffeine at one point because of the work. At one point I started having skin problems and food intolerances, brain fog, which was the most difficult of it all because I couldn't remember what I said to the other person just a day before. So that became a problem, and I was like, how is my mind declining so fast? Something's wrong. So I was in London back then. I started visiting dermatologists. I remember when I came back home, I visited one very popular doctor who I know a lot of my friends and family go to as well. So I started going to this dermatologist, and for the couple years, starting from 2015 and until 17, I tried whatever he gave to me. They used to work. They used to work with my skin problems, and the moment I stop using those creams, it will come back again. And I wasn't feeling good from the inside, so I knew there was something wrong. Around 2017, I started feeling there's something wrong with what he's suggesting. Like, this is incomplete, and I am sure that there's a better fix for what I am facing right now. So I started experimenting with whatever I was consuming. So I used to have a lot of alcohol, caffeine, and I used to have even the foods I was having back then, let's say wheat. When I would have it, I'll see like my skin starts to get worse, and I'll have alcohol and I'll see difference in how I'm feeling. I'll have coffee, I'll see the difference. I'll have milk, I'll see the difference. And I started seeing all these things in my health, and with the experiment I started to remove them and then see how I'm feeling. And all these things that I have mentioned, I was feeling much better while I was not having that. So I started reading about it, more about the fitness aspect of it, how the nutrition works. The funny thing is, every time I would go to this dermatologist, and there had been many visits during these 2 years, I'll ask him, does it have to do anything with the nutrition? And he'll say no. And initially I had trust in him because he is a very successful doctor. He's a very successful dermatologist and people trust him. But then when I did my experiments, I lost that trust because I realized these things are not making it better, it's making it worse. Then the last time when I went to him, I asked him, are you sure that the food is not the reason, the alcohol, milk, something? He said, no, doesn't matter what you consume. I'm like, whoa, holy shit. This guy doesn't know. Because at that point, I already had read books which suggested how these things can impact in the situation I was in. So I had my gut lining broken, and that's why everything I was consuming was going in the blood stream, and then the blood wanted to just bring it out on the skin. So that was its sign to show me there is something wrong inside. But the doctors don't study the nutrition, they don't study how the food impact your health, and that's why it's a science of fixing things from outside and not the inside out. After that, that was a blessing in disguise I took things in my hands, and 2 years back, I recalled while on the way to Dubai airport, I bought this book, I read it half, and I realized I have this book called The Detox Diet. I need to read this. I took this out, and this time I started reading it. It was amazingly accurate on what I had to heal. I did the detox which was written there, and I started my healing journey, and then that not only made me healthy, it made me the healthiest I had ever been before. My skin was glowing, my brain started getting sharper like before. So that started my journey of becoming a biohacker and understanding how the body and the mind works. And it's been a blessing in disguise. That was the first time I realized that the medical system is not as useful for complete vitality or true health. And since then, I have had so many other instances where I realized how limited this science, which is portrayed as the God science, is. So that's my story, and thank you for listening till the end. Let me know if you have similar instances and how you overcame your challenges.